All right, so Taj, the Houston Astros are back in this thing with a blink of eye. Just a couple of days ago, they were down 0-3, and now they're back in it. They tied it 3-3, winning three straight games. And we know what happened with them this last season. They got busted for that whole cheating scandal that's been floating around for a long time. So, I mean, just a question going out there that's floating around now, like are the Astros cheating again? What's going on here?
I wouldn't. I don't know. I think that's kind of unfair for the Astros. I think, man. Okay, we all know these guys been cheating the past 3 years, and a lot of people feel like they got off pretty slack with the punishment they received. They basically received no punishment. I mean, the manager got fired, but that wasn't by MLB. I mean, a manager got suspended. If I remember correctly, they had like a first rounder taken away or something like that. It was pretty light suspension. So a lot of people around the league, almost everyone around the league, really hate the Houston Astros right now. But I know it's going to be speculations because let's be honest, the Houston Astros, they have been trash all year. This was a below 500 team. These guys went 29 and 31, and they made it to the postseason. That's because the American League wasn't really that good this year. This is a below 500 team all season, but now we're seeing they're putting these strings of hits and wins together. Now there's going to be speculations, but I don't know. I think it's kind of unfair. Like the Houston Astros, they are a good team. Like, believe it or not, I know I'm a Red Sox fan, so I feel for all the Yankees fans, the Rays fans, the Dodgers fans that feel like they got screwed those years the Astros beat them. Trust me, the Astros they screwed us 2 years in a row. 20 they screwed us 2 years in a row. So I feel for those guys, but we cannot admit this. We have to admit this is a great team. This is a great team, whether or not they're cheating or not. This is a great team. I mean, Altuve, this guy's MVP candidate. Bregman is MVP candidate. College career, he's an all star. Then you got the guys like Guriel. He's a slugger. This is a great team. Brantley, he's been an all star for previous years. Then they started rotation. They got Verlander, the Greinke. I mean, like they've always been a good team. And I think what we are seeing is the results of a good team getting life. The Rays had these guys down 3-0, and they let these guys win three more games. And now they're on the brink. Well, both these teams are on the brink of elimination, but obviously the momentum is in the Astros' hands. And when you see a team like this, when a team like this gets hot, it's really no stopping them. Like that's the kind of star power they have. Like cheating or not, this is a great team.
Yeah, I agree. The Houston Astros are a good team, and the yeah they won. I believe it. They were a really good team. The yeah they won. They've been a good team for a really long time now, and I feel like these guys, like coming into this postseason, this season on the whole, they had to prove themselves. Like they had to prove they couldn't do it without cheating, because nobody. They're never going to get credit for that championship. They'd be like, oh yeah, you guys cheat, you guys cheat. And now this is their chance. They all knew, like, all right, this our chance. We got to prove we we could win without cheating. And if they got swept, it would have looked bad. It would have been terrible for them. That would have just taken more credit away from those guys. That championship they won. But if they win this, I feel like I think they're gonna win in game seven. They come back from 3-0 and they have all the momentum. They have all the momentum and all the confidence. And if you're the Rays, a little doubt is starting to creep into your mind. Like, geez, we just blow a trio lead. Are we better than this team? Can we win this? You lose three straight games, you start to doubt yourself. And I think the Astros will win Game Seven, and I feel like this is their chance to prove themselves. But on the part of their cheating, like I don't think so. Taj, if they're cheating again, like it would be horrible for them. Like it would just be that's just I would lose all they. You just have that's just horrible sportsmanship, and you have no integrity. You have no love for the game. If they, after you get busted, if you're cheating again, like come on, it'll just be at the point where it's ridiculous, and I don't think they would stoop that low. I have more respect for these guys. They're all professionals. They're all really talented players, and I feel like they definitely learned that lesson. They won't do it again. So I don't think that cheating. I really hope that they aren't. But it is they did win three straight games, so I could understand some of the noise and some of the rumblings around about they're cheating.
But we have to understand is the Houston Astros not like they've been picking up a lot of points. Remember, their cheating scandal was based off them at home games. They're using video cameras to steal signs. Well, they're not at home. They're actually playing at a neutral site. They're playing in San Diego. That's pretty much distance from Houston. That's not home. And then if you even look up the points, they've really been only averaging 2 points per game. Other than game 6 where they scored, I think it was 7 points today. They've really only been averaging 2 points, 2 or 3 points a game. So it's not like they've been picking up extreme numbers. Like, so I don't even see that, but that's going to be the problem with the Houston Astros moving forward. Like whenever a team, like whenever everyone sees them doing great nowadays, they're going to be like, okay, something's going on. That's going to follow those guys for the rest of their careers for the bad decisions they made in the past. But I still think the Rays are going to win Game 7. The Rays are bringing on Charlie Martin. When I told you guys at the beginning of the series, the Rays really have 3 Cy Young candidates. They have Snell, who won the Cy Young in 2018. Charlie Martin was third last year. And then Tyler Glasnow, he's an ace on any other staff, probably other than this team and a few other teams. He's probably the number one starter. So they really have 3 Cy Young candidates. I think Charlie Martin, I think the Astros are going to struggle with him. I think he knows some of the hitters. If I remember correctly, he was with Houston in like 2017 and 2018. I think he was with Houston both those years. So he knows these hitters. So he knows these hitters very well. I mean, they know him as well. But I think they still will find a way to win. We still don't know who's starting for Houston because let's be honest, Houston their starting rotation is depleted right now. They lost Garrett Cole. Verlander is out for the year. Greinke has not been what we used to seeing him. He's not been a Cy Young candidate usually. Yes, he's actually been terrible. He's been like mediocre. He's been average at best. So I don't know. Their best pitch today. So I don't know who's going to stop for them against them, but I think Tampa will still find a way to win. We have to remember there's only been one team other than these Astros to actually force a game 7 being down 3-0, and I know that team very well. That's the 2004 Boston Red Sox when they came back from 3-0 against New York Yankees. They went on to win the World Series that year. Trust me, it took a great effort. I mean, they had to walk off in that series as well, just how the Astros had to walk off. But I don't know. I just think I know they say history repeats itself, but it's going to be a pretty daunting task. Like Houston, they've been putting it all on the line these past 3 games, and I think in Game 7, I know anything is possible. But at the end of the day, like I said, the Rays got them arms, and on one day your bat go cold for Houston, then that's your season. So.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I feel like, would you think if they win Game 7, there'll be like some sort of investigation? I mean, that might be kind of.
I don't think so because we come on, like I understand what everybody's thinking, but come on, guys, we just have to be realistic. Like they're playing on a neutral side. They're kind of in a bubble. There's no fans in the stadium. The MLB is all over this thing because of COVID regulations and the fact that they're on a neutral side and the fact there's no fan. The MLB is all over this. Like there's no way. I don't even think Houston, I don't even think the executives are even in San Diego with them. I think it's just the team, the coaches, and the trainers. So like, come on, it's not possible. And so like, we just have to be realistic. I know some fans are they're gonna be crazy, but we gotta be realistic. Like this is just a pretty good team stringing up together some great wins.